So I have completed 5 books in the year of 2015 already, and that makes me really, really excited. That leads me to this video, which is my 5th book review, and it is going to be on Where'd You Go Bernadette by Maria Semple. Where'd You Go Bernadette is an adult fiction novel that was published in 2012. I had eyed this book for so long in Barnes & Noble because look how beautiful it is. I love the really simple vectorized covers, and this one was like one of the first ones I had ever seen like that, or I really like noticed that it was just so simple and beautiful but still unique. I loved everything about it before I even had any idea what the synopsis was. I had actually purchased Where'd You Go Bernadette, I believe in July, and I had read about 120 pages of it, and I put it down for I don't even know why. The book is written in a couple of different ways. It's written through emails, it's written through IMs, handwriting, text messaging, it's through sorts of different medias. In the beginning of this novel, you kind of don't really know why it's set up in the way it's formatted with the text messages and stuff like that. But then later on you discover that there's this whole new meaning to the way everything is set up in the novel, which I think is pure genius. And then it really makes the reader kind of piece things together. Like, you'll find out something happened in between the other one and the last one, but it's done in such a way that it keeps me wanting to read more. And I was so enthralled with just getting back into this novel because I remember really enjoying it. And it was funny and sarcastic, and Bernadette is such a character all on her own. And while Bernadette is the main title character, there are also points of views from other characters as well who you begin to kind of grow with throughout the novel, and you give different meanings to different characters than you did at the beginning. It was a complete transition between certain characters, transitioning along with the storyline and the plot line. From the title of this book, you'd think this is like a mystery about finding Bernadette, but it's more of Bernadette changing. It's more of like, where did your mind go, Bernadette? Where did the woman I used to love go, Bernadette? Where did my mother go in general, Bernadette? It's kind of a leading title, but it's in a way that makes you kind of think more about the plot and about how Bernadette transitions throughout the novel. Bernadette as a character is probably one of the most well thought out and like well-rounded. I feel like she's a real person. I feel like this was modeled after someone that someone knew very extensively, or maybe even was, and she was just a character that I believed wholeheartedly throughout the entire novel. She didn't seem over dramatic because it was her personality and it was her character. It was how she was developed, and it was how she was in general. She's a great character. She's over emotional. She is sarcastic and witty, and she is an artist in her right mind, and she is just needing this creative soul out, and she kind of just takes it out on the people around her and does her own thing. While I really enjoyed the character development and the overall plot, I felt that from the beginning to around page 250 it was very, very engaging and enthralling, but after that it was mostly in B's point of view, and you follow this main event that's happening, but I felt that it lacked that charm and humor of Bernadette, so I found myself skipping over things. There was a lot of descriptions of things that I just didn't care about, and it was boring for a little bit, I have to admit, but the ending was really nice. It was really kind of a present to us. I keep saying that in videos, but I feel like these endings are very true to the story. I overall loved a lot of this book. I think the characters are what made this book so great. I love the explanation of why this book is set up in the way it is at the end, and it's an explanation that really makes sense, and it comes full circle to what happens, and it's really great. I'm trying not to spoil anything because I think it's something that you should read, and if you're looking for more adult fiction, I definitely suggest picking up Where'd You Go Bernadette. Overall, I gave it 3.5 stars, maybe leaning towards 3.75 or 4. Not sure yet, but I did really enjoy it. And during RibSat, I also picked up Mr. Penumbrum's 24-Hour Bookstore. I had left off on page like 57, and I read to like 120, 110, somewhere around there, and I decided to put it down indefinitely. That is the 6th book I have kind of read this year. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you read during RibSat. Did you complete any books? I completed 1.5, but yeah, let me know. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Just a little story time. I participated in the booktube Secret Santa thing that happened around Christmas, and it was basically hosted by Carla. I will link her channel down below because she is really